Hello, welcome back. I'm learning Webflow for a while now, and honestly, I'm making a lot of mistakes. But it's actually good that I'm making those mistakes because the chances are if I'm making those mistakes, you're making them too. In this video, I would like to show one mistake that I made when creating Navbar in Webflow. I come from an HTML and WordPress background, so I structured the Navbar according to HTML. But it did work and then it didn't. Once I checked it on mobile, the layout fell off. The logo was missing, the buttons were huge, and all started breaking. So, let me show you what mistake I made and more importantly, how I fixed it. But before I show you what exactly the problem was and how I fixed it, hi, I'm Shamika. I'm a web and a graphic designer. I have a WordPress background where I used to develop the websites. Now, I'm learning Figma as a design tool and Webflow as a development tool. I'll be sharing all my learnings and mistakes on this channel. So if you are interested in this kind of content, do subscribe to my channel. Now, let's get into the video.
So here I have the header of the website I'm building called Fresh Palette. It has a logo and navigation bar. Now I built this completely from scratch. No templates, no starting points that Webflow offers. I coded it the way I would normally do it in HTML. Inside a section and then a container, and then inside I have put navbar wrapper that holds the navigation and the logo. In the desktop mode, it looks totally fine. Tablet mode also fine. But the moment I switch to mobile landscape, things get messy. The navigation items are pushed to the left and login and get started buttons appear way too large. And when I go to mobile portrait, the logo just disappears completely. So that's the overall problem. Now let's fix this. So what I'm going to do is add Webflow's built-in navbar element. I will search for navbar in the elements panel and drag it just below the navbar I built earlier. Now I will give it a class. In the style selector, I'll search navbar and apply navbar wrapper class, the same I used to build the navbar earlier, so the styles can carry over. Inside the navbar element, you can see Webflow gives you a container that already has a brand section and a navigation section. Now, this is the key difference. This is a dedicated responsive element. Now, let me add the logo to the brand element. I'll select the brand, hit Ctrl E to open the search bar, search for an image and add the logo that I've already uploaded to Webflow. Next, I'll update the nav link to match my menu items. And the login and the get started button, I'll just copy them from the old navbar and paste them inside the navigation. Now I have all the elements from the old navbar. Let's style it now. Select the navbar element, go to the right panel, backgrounds and color. Set the color to white. And transparency to 0. Select the navigation element and give it a class nav wrapper. Here in the older navigation, if you select container, it has two classes, container and navbar container. Now let's do the same with our new container. Select container from the new navbar that we created and give it the container class with the combo class navbar container. Again, we are reusing the same classes. Then Set the spacing to auto. Now I'll delete the old navbar I built. We just have the new and the corrected one now. To make it spread across the full header, I will go into flex slicing and click grow. For the spacing between the menu items, I'll select each nav link and give them the class nav item. Again, this is from the old navigation bar. Now let's check all the breakpoints. It looks good on desktop and tablet. Let's check mobile. Yes, now I have the hamburger menu. This was exactly what I was missing when I built the version manually. Let me see how it looks when the menu opens. I'll check in the settings. Under the navbar settings, click menu show. Now let's style the open state. Select the hamburger icon and change the color via typography since it's an icon element. Then select the menu button background and change it to white. Transparency 0. Next, select nav item and change the background to white. I'll also update the button section background to white. While I am in the mobile landscape mode, I'll adjust the navbar padding. Right now it's 30 pixels. I'll bring the left and right padding down to 0. Let me hide the menu again. I also notice the hamburger button has a grey background. I'll fix that and change it to white. This looks better now. Okay, logo is a bit large here. I'll scale it down to 80%. Now that looks good. The top and bottom padding feels a bit too much. Also, I'll bring it down to 25 pixels. Just one more thing, the spacing around the menu items in the open state feels a bit tight. I'll increase the padding to 20 pixels on each item. Now that looks good.
So that's it. That's how you build a navbar in Webflow. So if this video helped you, do like it. And if you have made any similar mistakes on Webflow, do let me know in the comments. I would love to know. See you in the next one. Bye.